It's no secret that Los Angeles continues to face an emergency. Every single night, thousands of Angelenos are sleeping on our street or in their cars. Up to 5 Angelenos are dying on our streets each night. The crisis before us is a matter of life and death, and while we've made progress, there is absolutely much more work that needs to be done. That's why we will sign an emergency declaration, an updated emergency declaration that continues our momentum confronting the homelessness crisis and building more housing in Los Angeles. We've learned a lot over the first 6 months of this administration. We've launched our Inside Safe program, which has led to tents coming down all around the city and more than 1,300 Angelenos coming inside, some for the first time after years on the street. This is an innovative strategy that works, and we couldn't have done it without the partnership with the leaders who work in the room across the hall, our city council, and leaders in the building across the street, our county board of supervisors, who we have locked arms with to confront this crisis with urgency. We have expedited the building of affordable housing projects in Los Angeles and have taken steps toward maximizing the use of publicly owned land for housing. We've cut red tape and we've fast-tracked approvals. We can't forget that this is an emergency when it comes to housing, just as it is an emergency when it comes to homelessness. Over the first 6 months of my administration, we've seen thousands of Angelenos come inside and thousands of units to be expedited. That's the urgency that must continue. With added collaboration and coordination with the City Council in this emergency, we are taking a step forward in this fight. I want to be very clear that none of us take this action lightly, but the reality is that our city continues to be in an emergency, and that's why we're taking this action today, to continue access to tools and powers to make sure that we are using every resource possible at the scale that is needed to save lives and restore our neighborhoods. We really need to normalize the fact, unfortunately, that we're living in a crisis. We're not meeting in the emergency management department today because, again, this is a crisis that we know is going to be ongoing, and it requires us to have the sustained focus and effort.